Wow. Breaking news. Boxing Ego here. Now, if you're just joining, I've been in the boxing game for many years, covering this beautiful sport of boxing. Shakur Stevenson has warned that he is ready to retire as of today. He claims he's officially retired. I'm not quite so sure, but I'll break down what I believe to be the reason for this latest outburst and rant from Olympian Shakur Stevenson. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Hit the bell notification icon and subscribe. Shakur Stevenson does not sound happy. In fact, he has went to X, formerly known as Twitter, and he has threatened to retire from the sport, basically suggesting, why not? I might as well retire from the sport of boxing. Injustice is what I believe to be the case and why Shakur Stevenson is saying that. So let's take a look at what Shakur Stevenson had to say. Right now, I'm on Shakur Stevenson's X account. And he says, let me make it a little bit bigger. Quote, I am officially retiring from the sport of boxing. I'll be in the gym, forever perfecting my craft and helping the next generation become great and chase their dreams. But I ain't ucking with this weak boxing game. He said he ain't ucking with this no more. Wow. And he says, I might well retire. So I think he's saying might as well retire. And he did this at 7:35. Now, I know this is coming as a shock to many people. So I'm going to give my opinion. And I got to stress, this is my opinion of why Shakur Stevenson is upset and why he's saying these types of things. So I have to make that clear, because sometimes the fighters get mad and they get mad at YouTubers for giving their opinion, like, hey, you don't know why I posted that. So I wanted to be clear. This is my opinion. Some information just came out earlier today that Emmanuel Navarrete was going to come to the lightweight division and immediately be given a title shot. And I am of the belief that this is the reason Shakur Stevenson is mad. Now, keep in mind, Shakur Stevenson, his very last fight was for the vacant WBC belt. Devin Haney announced that he was moving up to 140 pounds and he was going to fight Regis Prograis. He fought him and he passed that fight with flying colors, leaving a vacancy with his old belts because Devin Haney was undisputed. So that left a void, and you've seen Tank Davis get elevated because Tank had a secondary belt. You've seen the WBC become vacant. Shakur fought for that belt against Edwin De Los Santos, and it wasn't either guy's best moment, best performance. Shakur said he had injuries and different things like that, but that's my personal opinion. It wasn't the best stuff that I've seen from either of those fighters. So I truly believe Shakur is mad because this news just broke. What am I talking about? So No Smoke Boxing says confirmed, check. The WBO has officially ordered three-weight world champion Emmanuel Navarrete and 2012 Olympic medalist Denis Baranchuk to fight for their vacant WBO belt at lightweight. Wow. Wow. I mean, Shakur Stevenson seen this and he says, this is sickening. This ish is disgusting, my ninja. So clearly, I think this is what kind of sparked things up and triggered Shakur. This post was earlier, like at 7:33, I think it was. And you seen Shakur Stevenson, minutes later talking about retirement. So I think this is what sparked it. So let me go a bit further, like only I can do. Let your boy Ego go just a little bit deeper. Pause. Shakur Stevenson, he has been on record and he has boasted almost that he will be a free agent later this year, or basically he has one more fight. One more fight until free agency. Currently, Shakur Stevenson is with Top Rank Boxing, founded by Bob Arum. Shakur Stevenson has been on multiple interviews and he's talked about it. He hasn't disrespected Top Rank, for the record. He never came out and said, oh, they're bad or they did me wrong. But where I think Shakur Stevenson tripped up was Shakur Stevenson outright stated that when the time comes, when he becomes a free agent, he is absolutely, positively gonna field out different offers. He's gonna hear everybody out. This is what Shakur said. One was with the DAZN boxing show, and I know he said it in another interview. So he says he wants to hear everybody out, and it's not a guarantee where he goes. Maybe he re-signs with Top Rank. Maybe it's PBC and Al Heyman. Maybe he goes elsewhere, right? So we don't know as of right now what the future holds for Shakur Stevenson in that department. But herein lies the problem, at least from my perspective. He still owes Top Rank a fight. You see the TR in the background. So they're planning around Shakur Stevenson. They're planning around Shakur Stevenson. And I know some people, they act like I'm speaking in tongues when I say these things. They're like, what do you mean, Ego? You're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe? And they act like I'm speaking a foreign language. What do I mean by planning around Shakur Stevenson? What I mean is Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, given the fact that he's openly expressed potentially going to field different offers, I think maybe Top Rank knows that. Well, not maybe, because it's public domain. They know that. So they're not really giving no big looks to Shakur Stevenson. Shakur just went on his social media the other day, and Shakur Stevenson said that he posted a clip of Lomachenko, and he says, they won't give me Lomachenko. And that's another strike. If you're looking at it from the business of Top Rank, they're seeing and hearing all these things and seeing these posts, and they're probably like, I'm not going to say blackballing Shakur Stevenson, but they're not really considering him. And then on top of that, his last performance was not scintillating. So that's another reason why they're possibly, not hyped, I guess, to put him in some of these opportunities in these fights. So Top Rank, on their official boxing page, you see the check mark. It says special announcement. Tune in tomorrow night here on X. They're running a press conference streaming on Top Rank January 30th. It's going to be on their Facebook, their X, and their YouTube. So check in for that. That's a press conference. This press conference will be for George Kambosos versus Lomachenko. So now you can start to see the anger that Shakur Stevenson has, because he's being completely left out the equation in every single scenario. Like, this is who Top Rank had him fighting just one fight ago before Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin De Los Santos is a PBC guy. So when it's coming to Top Rank to make more of an in-house fight, these are the guys that they're giving him. Whoever this is. Yoshino. Meanwhile, you'll see it tomorrow. They're doing a press conference for George Kambosos and Lomachenko. Shakur been calling out Lomachenko for quite some time. Shakur said he's the most technical at 135, and Lomachenko is a great technical southpaw at 135, and he is called for the work. But Top Rank is rewarding George Kambosos And shout out to Kambosos. He's always showed love on the channel. But his last fight with Maxie Hughes, I thought he lost that particular fight. At the very least, some people thought it was a draw or it was extremely close. Extremely close. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson keeps winning, no losses. George Kambosos has 2 losses to Devin Haney and then a potential loss, depending on how you looked at the Maxie Hughes fight in real time. And he's getting a Lomachenko name, which is a great opportunity, great name. And he's getting home court advantage. They're doing the fight in Australia, to my knowledge. But we'll find out tomorrow. Navarrete is talking about moving up, and they're giving him a WBO opportunity. A WBO opportunity. Now, you notice people have always said that the WBO belt is the top rank belt. And guess what? The quote unquote top rank belt, the WBO, this is what they randomly called. They randomly called for this. I don't even know who this Baranchuk. Only guy I knew with the name similar was the Ivan Baranchuk. I don't even know who Dennis Baranchuk is, or Chunk, or whatever his name is. So how's Navarrete, who, again, you look at his last performance, he just fought against Robson Conceição. Some people even had him losing, and Shakur already done beat Robson Conceição before Navarrete. And when Shakur beat him, it wasn't even close. Like, it was like a blowout. So, yeah, I can understand Shakur being pretty visibly mad. Like, how is everyone else getting opportunities with Top Rank, and he's arguably the best fighter that Top Rank currently has, because they don't have Devin Haney anymore because he's kind of in free agency, and everybody else gets placed in fights. But part of it is potentially his fault, just because if you're leaving a job, you know what I mean, and you announce it before the transfer or whatever, you never know how people are going to treat you. So this new generation, they got to learn and learn fast. Getting on social media, telling people about your plans before you make the plans. Like, for me, I don't announce no brand deals or nothing until it's too late. The ink is already dried. The money's in my account. Like, just because, imagine if I announced it beforehand, I'd be liable to look stupid. Sometimes you have saboteurs. These saboteurs are coming in and trying to mess up your deal, things like that. So I don't leave anything to chance. And for me, I do not announce anything until it's already done. Interesting thing as well, when we're talking about Shakur Stevenson, is Shakur, everybody knows his big brother is Terence Crawford, right? So the thing that's interesting there is Terence Crawford, at a point in time, he was suing Top Rank, and he was alleging that there was a racial bias in terms of not giving him the red carpet treatment and rolling out, you know, for the exceptional fighter that he is, rolling out the good stuff and, you know, giving him the fights and giving him the looks. And now you have another black fighter in Shakur Stevenson, and he don't seem to get placed, and he's arguably the best fighter that Top Rank even has. But meanwhile, Teofimo at 140, he got a big fight with Jermaine Ortiz. You got Lomachenko's fight with Kambosos getting announced. Lomachenko got 20 fights in like 3 losses. Really should be 4 losses, because I thought he lost to Jermaine Ortiz, right? Navarrete, his last fight, you know, he's getting a look. His last fight, he didn't look sensational. He looked good versus Oscar Valdez, but against Robson Conceição, you know, so how is Shakur getting like sent to the back of the bus, Rosa Parks style, and off of the Edwin De Los Santos? Or is there more to it? Is it because he's threatening to enter free agency? So that's just my thoughts. I doubt that he's actually retiring from the sport of boxing. This is just what he's saying. And I think he's fuming because he's like, yo, what, you know what I mean? What gives? Where's my opportunities? I might as well retire. They skipping over me. But my advice, you got to stick with it. Life throws you lemons, make lemonade. Get through your last fight. and then, you know, do what you said you're going to do and see what's out there for you. See what your opportunities at. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close.